Hello, familia. It's me again, back in the kitchen. Today we're going to make a real quick video. Today is December the 7th?
8th.
The 8th. Sorry. December the 8th, 2024. We're going to do a quick video on how I make my sofrito. This is a combination of the recipe that my mom used and, that I learned from. I've also incorporated some of my own style and some of my mother-in-law style to throw in there. Nana to be able to put all that together. And this is my version of how I make sofrito. So I want to be able to document this so that you can see my process, how much I make, all the ingredients that we work with, right? So I just want to start off with the different parts of the sofrito that I make. You're going to see a lot of ingredients here. This is for a huge batch. This is going to last me several months, right? Because I'll freeze it, I'll give it away to my kids and stuff. And so I make a big batch at once. It lasts me a long time. Okay. So first of all, let's start with all the ingredients. You can see on the table, there's a lot of stuff here. The star of the show is going to be your Recao. This is coriander, culantro, is the main part of, this is in the cilantro family, but it's a little stronger than regular cilantro. Okay, but you see here, I have a bunch of it here. They come in these little packs. I buy 10 of these packs for my big batch. So 10 Recao. You also have back here are the Aji Dulce. Aji Dulce, A-J-I. Dulce means sweet pepper. Okay, don't mistake it for the Jamaican bonnet peppers, because those are super hot. Your sofrito is going to come out bad. So here you go. Here's Aji Dulce. It looks just like a bonnet pepper, but it's sweet. It doesn't have any heat to it. Okay, no heat whatsoever. No spice.
And sometimes they come multicolor.
And they come multicolor. Yeah, they come different colors. Unfortunately, I couldn't find them in multicolor. I like to use different colors because it just brightens up the whole presentation. But they have the same flavor. Okay. Then behind here is 4 heads of cilantro. This is your regular cilantro you buy from the store. 4 heads of that. Next to that right here is a Cambrey, C-A-M-B-R-E-Y. It's in the green onion family, but you can see it has a bigger bulb on the bottom. I like using these because of the way that the taste, stronger taste of onion. Okay. We have those. We have several tomatoes. Normally I use plum tomatoes. Unfortunately, today we have regular salad tomatoes. So we're going to be using these as well. We have here 3 big Vidalia onions, green peppers, red peppers. You have garlic already peeled. All right. I'm going to season at the end with some adobo, some salt for preservative, just to keep it fresh. And then, of course, my mother's secret ingredient, which is Italian dressing. Now, don't knock it until you try it. Not every recipe calls for this, but it does give a good flavor to the sofrito. And it has a lot of the seasonings that we're already going to be using for when we cook anyway. Okay.
Question: does it have to be the Vidalia onions? Is it specific?
It can be any yellow onion, but I like using the sweet Vidalias because of the sweetness of the onion itself.
Okay. So here we have it, all our ingredients, and we're going to come back. We're going to prep it.
Yep. The most important thing is that we're going to wash all of this and start prepping them. The main things that I need to really that takes the longest time is cleaning out the Aji Dulce. You have to you got to break these open, and I like taking the seeds out of them. I don't like the seeds in my sofrito.
And I'll show you really quick while he's doing it.
Right. So we have these, and then the same thing with the peppers. The red peppers and the green peppers, I cut them open, take the seeds out of them because I don't want the seeds in the sofrito. Okay. But this takes the longest because you can see this little batch right here. This is just 1 bag of Aji Dulce, and I have 10 of those. So it's a lot of Aji Dulce. You got to do them one by one. Pull out all the seeds.
Take one and show them.
You can take one. We're going to open it up. We'll take off the stem, and then we crack them open. And you see it's just like a regular pepper. And we take out these seeds that are here. We just remove them. And then we're going to throw that out and wash these off. But we have to do these individually, every single one of them. Okay?
Okay.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Okay, we're back. And as you can see, we've cut all of the vegetables into little chunks. We've washed everything. And here you have your onions and your tomatoes. You got your garlic, your culantros in here, onions, the cilantro's in there, the green onion is in there. And here you have all your peppers, your Aji Dulce, your red, and your green peppers are all in this bowl right here.
It's very time consuming. It doesn't have to be precise. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just cut up in small pieces.
Yep.
To be easy to blend.
And now we're just going to take all this stuff and we're going to put it into the blender and chop it all up. Make a paste out of it.
And there is no specific order.
None. You're just going to put as much as you can in there.
Okay.
All right. We'll be back. So here we go. We're going to start putting in some Aji Dulce. We're going to put a little bit of everything in here. We're going to put some of this culantro in there. Again, not precise measurements. You just want to throw in a little bit of everything, just to get it started. Lots of garlic, onions, tomatoes.
And when we cut up the tomatoes, Mr. Figueroa here likes to pull out the pulp.
The pulp, yeah.
And the easy way to do that is when you cut them up, when you cut the tomatoes up in quarters, take a spoon, a teaspoon, and you can either use the spoon itself or the end of the spoon, depending how small it is, to gut it out.
And that's it. We're going to start chopping.
Here we go.
And that's it. We're just going to continue to do that until everything comes together.
And what takes the most time is prepping the vegetables. Cleaning out the adhesives is really what takes up a lot of time.
Yeah.
So while he was doing the prepping of the peppers, the sweet peppers, I was cutting up everything else. It does help when you have extra hands helping. And, you know, if you're smart, you play some music while you're doing it.
Yep, if you're not recording.
If you're not recording, yes.
Do this, we'll be back in a few minutes after we chop up everything else, and we're going to show you the end process, what we do when we're finished chopping everything up. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, and we're back now. We just finished doing all the chopping inside the blender. You can see this is what's left over. I'm going to be mixing this up together, as you can see. All the different colors that are in there. And then we're going to add some of our seasonings that I mentioned earlier. And of course, I forgot to add in the beginning of the video some of the seasonings. So we're going to add those now so you can see what they are.
It's important to mix it well. Get it all incorporated.
Yeah, because we got to do it in batches, right? So you want to make sure all the vegetables are incorporated together.
Now, are you going to strain it first before you add?
No, we're gonna mix everything together, and then we're gonna strain it right before we put it in some containers.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna add in my Recao, yes, but it's no, it's actually my barbecue seasoning. Has everything in it, oregano, a whole bunch of different things. So
yeah, it's a lot, but this is a big batch.
it's a huge batch, so we want to make sure we have enough.
Lo que diga tu corazón es Omi Dulce.
So you got your adobo, my barbecue seasoning blend. I put in 2 packs of Sazon.
Yes, we are looking to do a healthier version of Sazon, but we have to test it.
Yes, we got to work on that, test it to make sure
that the flavors
still
don't
the same.
change.
Oregano. Salt.
And the salt is to preserve it.
Yep. And then, of course,
Mama Gladys.
Mom's special recipe.
A special seasoning.
Which has everything that's in the sofrito.
Yeah.
You know, so it has everything that we have in there. Plus some other.
But it just adds a little zhuzh to it, you know?
Yeah. And we're going to mix this up really well.
Now it smells really good. It smells good from when you're cleaning the vegetables, and when you put it all together, it's really, really, really fragrant.
You want to really get into the bottom of the pot and grab all the stuff on the bottom, bring it up to the top.
Right. Yeah, fold it all in, right? So there's different techniques. You stir and you fold. So you use multiple techniques. Fold and stir.
And that should be good enough.
Right, so you see that it all looks well incorporated and mixed. We won't suggest for you to taste it because
no, it's vegetables. It's
right.
Green vegetables. You can taste it if you want to taste it. Make sure that it's salt content. You can check to see if it has enough salt for you. But I try not to put too much salt because you're going to cook with it anyway. So you're going to add salt to whatever you're cooking to your food. So you really just want to add enough seasoning in there to give it the flavor, to preserve it so that it lasts longer. And then you're going to add everything else anyway at the end when you're starting to cook. So it's just as an additive. And that's it. So we're going to start doing this. I'm going to start straining.
Because that liquid that we get is also, we do something with that too. We just don't get rid of it.
Yes, that's liquid gold.
Liquid gold.
Green gold, but it's gold. So now we're going to start adding this.
It's got a strainer there. We got a pretty big one.
And we're not trying to take out all the water out of this, just some of it, so that it's not too watery.
So you can see, as I'm zooming in, you can see it draining. And that's what you want. Now, there's always controversy whether you're going to put it into plastic containers or glass containers.
Yep.
This
never lasts in our house, so we put them in plastic containers.
A lot of people put it in glass because they say it's better.
Mm-hmm. And it's okay if you're going to do that and store it in the fridge.
Right.
Right. So if you're making a small batch, it's better to put it in glass. It'll keep it better.
In a mason jar.
In a mason jar. But if you're going to freeze it like I do, I freeze most of it. I only keep enough in the refrigerator for what I need. For the time being, I keep it in the refrigerator. The rest of it, I freeze it so it keeps better in the plastic container, so you don't have to worry about the glass breaking. So that's why I do with the plastic. Okay.
Okay. Now we got our containers. We made sure that we have the lids that fit. Just mental note: do that before you start. So put un truco. They said to put a spoon or something.
Oh, in here, yeah.
A spoon? No. So there is. I'll leave it in there. There is a spoon truco. Maybe a bigger spoon.
And you don't want to fill it all the way to the top because it's going to expand.
Yeah, you might have put a little bit too much in that one. All right, so I don't think you want to see 5 minutes worth of.
No.
So we'll be back.
Okay, so here we are. The final production. This is everything that we made. We made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 containers of sofrito. And then this is our liquid gold. We put them in jars for now. But eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these, I'm going to put them in ice cubes and then freeze them. And then every time that you need to cook something, you can grab a little cube, throw it in with the beans. You can throw it in with your rice and melt it down. And you have the flavor of the sofrito in addition to
no waste.
No waste. You save everything. So, that's it.
Yeah. It's always good to, like I do here, I label it just because so you know, one, what it is, two, when you made it. So it's always good to know how fresh it stays. But this doesn't last long.
No, this is going to be maybe 3-4 months worth of sofrito.
If that.
If that. We go through it a lot.
Yes. So that's what we have, mi familia.
That's it. So hopefully you enjoy this. It gives you a little bit of information, and that way you can do it at home. And you can remember me, my mom, Nana, and everybody as we make these things in the future.
Me.
And mom, because mom has been here. She's my go-to person, you know, and always by my side. So it's always good to have that person to help you out in the kitchen and share in the love that we have for food.
Yeah, because he keeps saying that he's retiring every time I cook. That's why I don't cook all the time.
That's it. I'm done.
All right. Good night.
Good night, guys.
Love you.